got new equipment. Right now you are on a tripod. I got a tripod. It extends like literally here. Then I got these microphones. Pretty cool. $7 from Amazon. Are probably gonna sound crunchy. They're gonna sound crunchy. I know they will. I feel like it's still better than having to shout across the room at my phone. And so I'm gonna be separating my clothes. Probably just go to like one of those clothing drop boxes and throw them in there. I'll drop some of my clothes in those drop boxes to ones I don't think are worth selling. I'm holding more of a yard sale on the last week of May. So we're gonna do that. And that will be the clothes that I think are worth selling. If no one buys those clothes, I'll probably just drop them in a drop box after the garage sale or after the yard sale. Other than that, yeah. Today we're gonna do clothes. And if I finish clothes and I'm still like willing to do other things, then I'll probably do one of my dressers that has just like random miscellaneous shit in it. Oh, I also got this yes, that's what the beauty influencers do when they show products. They're like, slay. This is a remote control for my camera, so when I'm on my trip or when I just like want to take Instagram photos, I can press this button on here and it'll like Bluetooth take photos with my phone, so I don't have to like press a timer and then back up and do all that. So that's very helpful. I have never used these. I got these from Target so long ago, like at least a year ago. I got these for a trip to Oregon actually, 2 years ago. Still has a tag on it, never used it. Definitely going to sell these. Dirty clothes. So since this is already empty, I think I'm just gonna put like the clothes I want to keep in here. That makes the most sense, so I'll just do that. I have a box, sell, hamper is keep, and then I'm gonna get a trash bag, and everything that I want to put in the drop box I'll put in the trash bag. Ooh. And then I'll probably put something on the TV while I do this because I'm gonna time lapse it. I know this looks horrible, but this is the trash bags that I'm going to get rid of. My clothes, like underwear I don't want to keep, that I'm not going to I'm not going to give my underwear to people, okay? Like, keep it a buck, like, not giving my underwear out to people is things I'm going to sell. I feel really bad about a lot of them because I got them for gifts, but honestly, they just don't fit my body right. They don't look good on me. I don't wear them, okay? Remember that. That's Dropbox. This bag is under my sink. And then this one is, I don't even remember what that one is. Oh, this is the tripod, by the way. So that's my tripod. That's how long it is, how tall it is, whatever. I already showed you my microphone. That's my ring light. Slay, ring light. I'm on my way to school. I tried opening my energy drink and my like cuticle caught on like the rim of the can and fucking like peeled it back. I peeled it back and now I'm fucking bleeding. It's so bad. So bad, and it fucking hurts so bad. Anyways, that happened. But at least I got a delicious beverage out of it. Just finished my class. We ended up learning about the urinary system. My professor was talking about like how long urinary systems are, or the urethra is, and like the difference between male and female urethras. Basically, a female is like 4 centimeters roughly, and then males is 18 centimeters. And then he like rushed into it and he was like, given that males' urethras are 18 inches, and he accidentally said inches instead of centimeters, this bitch said, in your dreams, tell me why the professor was so fucking baffled that you can hear a pin drop. Like, no one said a word for like roughly 5 seconds, but it felt like an hour. I mean, props to her. That was the one funny thing I think she's ever said. Like, actually, to be honest, like, that was fucking hilarious. Like, I was snickering in my seat. And I'm sure that she won't say anything that funny in quite a while. I have a final on Friday for lab, which is completely all anatomy. You just look at models and you have like a little index card in front of you, in front of the models. I think I'm gonna go to the library later and I'm gonna look at all my diagrams on Canvas, and I'll just like label them in my notebook and then go back and check if they're correct, because that's like the only way I can think of how to study. Yeah, so that didn't go as planned. I went to the library and locked myself right on out of my car. And I never even got the chance to study because the sheer embarrassment I felt from this random dude from AAA unlocking my car and setting off my car alarm in front of a parking lot full of other cars was way too much for my little brain to handle, so I just left. So guess who's studying tomorrow? I just did my final for lab, which is the anatomy portion, basically. Okay night's sleep, actually, more like medium, mid night's sleep. About 4 hours. Currently gonna take a nap because I didn't get enough sleep. Nonetheless, I fell asleep due to the Prazosin medication. Side effects are that the next day that medication makes you very dizzy and weak. That's why I barely ever take it. In the middle of my exam, didn't even get to question 15. Professor, I'm not feeling very good. And I told him before class, I was like, by the way, I took this medication last night and I'm feeling very dizzy this morning. And once I usually start to get dizzy, I get like panicked that I'm getting dizzy, which just makes my heart rate go faster, my blood pressure drop more, which makes you even more dizzy. Professor, can I talk to you for a second? He's like, yeah, what's going on? Professor, I took this medication last night and I'm getting kind of dizzy, just like letting you know that I might faint. And he's like, oh, okay, like I'll keep an eye on it, and if you need to take a break, like let me know. I'm going through the stations. Basically, it's just like around 50 chairs with 50 different models, and each model has like 3 questions on it. Instead of going to every single chair and sitting down at every single chair, I see some people standing and I like didn't want to be left out, I guess, I don't know, but I like some people were standing, so I was like, okay, this looks like a standing station, so I stand instead of sitting in the chair. Horrible idea, should not have done that shit. Yeah, that made it 10 times worse. Okay, yeah, let's not stand. Some of the stations with the models, like you have to stand up to see around them. So I stand up around station maybe like 40. I was like, this isn't going too well for me. Oh shit. And I start to panic, and then like thankfully the professor's right by my seat, like he's walking around the classroom checking on everyone, and he's miraculously standing right by my seat. I was like, no, I can tough this out, I just need to sit down. And so I sit down, and as I'm sitting down, I'm starting to panic, and then my vision like starts to go away, and my hearing starts to go away, and I was like, oh shit, I should like step out of the room.
And my head hit the wall.
Professor, can I step in the hall for a second? He's like, yeah, that's fine. And so I go into the hall, and I'm sitting on a bench, and I'm like, shit, my vision's getting worse, and it's getting darker, and I'm like, oh shit. And then my hearing like is completely gone. So I like laid on the floor and I put my feet up on a bench so that the blood rushed back to my head. But nonetheless, the last like half of the exam, after I went back in, because like after I laid on the floor, my vision started to come back and my hearing started to come back and I was fine. I created like a method where I would like sit at one chair and like try not to get up and like try my best to just like look around the models if I could. and then the next chair was like right next to me at the next station, so I pulled it out before. Then right when the timer goes, I just like quickly switch seats, and I did that for like the rest of the time. We made it through. It was a rough one, but we made it through. I think I did pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna go home and take a nap because I got through all of that shit. All of that for me to sleep last night, and I only got like 4 hours of sleep. So like, I would be better off pulling an all-nighter and not being dizzy than sleeping for 4 hours and being debilitated, to say the least, and going into the hallway and laying on the floor and suffering and embarrassing myself like that. The Lorax always has to be on when I take a nap, or else it's not a nap. The volume of the Lorax always has to be at 8 or 6 because my OCD, every time I watch TV, it has to be like on an even number. Like the volume has to be an even number. If it's an odd number, like I've tried to have it on an odd number before, and it's like all I can think about after I set it to that, even if it goes away on the screen. Like, it just makes me so uncomfortable having it at an odd number. I got a haircut. It's so short. It is so short. I was not prepared. Insert photos here of Instagram pictures I took, or just go to my Instagram. But she was like cutting my hair, and she cut it to like here, and I was like, girl, that's not a bob. And I was like, oh, I was thinking like a little bit under chin length. So to me, that's like here, right? Like here. Yeah, she did not do that. She cut it so short, but like, I still kind of like it though. Like, I still like it. It's the shortest I've ever had my hair. But like, is she cute? Because I think she's kind of cute. Or am I just tripping and it's not cute? But I think it's kind of cute, right? Tell me what you think. I'm not sure. But this is my formal... I've never really done a formal outro. Why am I doing that so much? Wait, I'm not gonna do it again. Stop it. Stop, don't do it again. This is my formal outro, I suppose. I have a lot of work to do this weekend, and that means like going to work. Like, I'm working 10.5 hours tomorrow and 8 hours on Sunday, so that's gonna be great. That is great. So yeah, this is the end of this video. Bye. Why did I do it like that? Bye. Should I do it? Oh my gosh, should I do a slow-mo outro? Wait a second.